Hi guys, it's Jen here and welcome to Jen's World About Art. So today I'm drawing and painting a sketch of these two beautiful little sparrows for you. I got the reference off Pixabay. I just loved how there was two little birds sitting together on a branch, and they just look so sweet. So I thought, yep, I'll paint those. So I'll be using my micron pens, and the second I'm using my mechanical pencil just to get their lines in, their basic outlines in. And I'll be using micron pens and my Schminky watercolours. So I'm just drawing the branch in now. So as you can see, I draw by eye. I love to practice drawing things just from looking at them. So now I'm using my brown micron in 0.1, I think it is. So yeah, just drawing anywhere that's going to be brown on the birds. I'm just going over the outline with the brown micron. Just do the details at the ends of the feathers, get some lines in. And then onto the second bird. Do the same thing, just take the lines of where the feathers are going to be, because the watercolour, you'll be able to see through the watercolour because it's transparent. So yeah, I'll still see that I can use these lines to help me, and they'll help create the darkest darks as well. So now I'm going back in with my 0.005 micron. And I'm just drawing in the darkest parts around the eyes. Excuse me. So yes, I draw in the detail around the eyes. I won't be going over the eyes, so the eyes are finished once I've done this, so I won't be going over the eyes with watercolour, but I will be going over the bodies. So anywhere that there's darkest feathers, I'm popping in the dark colour, and onto the beaks I just sort of shade it in lightly, and I'll go over it again in a minute with a slightly thicker micron, which is actually my Staedtler pigment liner. Oh no, sorry, it's a Unipin. My Unipin. So I think it's a size 3.3. So yeah, see, as you can see, I've just gone over the tops of the beaks and around the pupils on the eyes. And now I go in the absolute darkest darks on their wings and just do some hatching, which is just little fine lines in the directions of the feathers, just to give some more definition. And like I said, you'll be able to see these through the watercolours, so which is quite effective. It does create, it's really handy to be able to use pen with watercolour to help define detail. So finish off this other wing. And just define some more of those top feathers. And now I'm going back in with my graphic grey fine liner. So these are obviously all waterproof. So, and I'm just doing all the light grey feathers under this sparrow's chest with this graphic fine liner in grey, a light grey. And just draw all those feathers in underneath in the direction that they go, following the direction of the feathers on the bird and on the second bird as well. And now I'm going back in with a brown micron again, a light brown micron, onto the tops of the feathers on their head and their wings, because they've got very brown heads and wings. Again, following the direction of the feathers. And they're looking quite nice, even just as a drawing, so really happy with how these are going. So now I just pop some definition on the branch. So I've got the detail on both of the birds now. And I'm just Getting organised over here to get some transparent sienna. So I'm taking a wash of transparent sienna over the tops of both of the birds' backs and heads. And as it dries, I pop another layer on just to darken it up a little bit more. And you can just see the feathers through. As you can see, it's really quite effective. So, and they're darkest on the tips of their wings, so I've darkened them up. And then when that's dry, I go in with a bit of burnt umber over the darkest darks on their wings. And now I've mixed up a grey with ultramarine and burnt umber, very light grey, that I take over their little bellies. And I go back for the burnt umber just to touch up tips of some of the feathers. And now I go into the branch with a bit of yellow ochre. And while it's still wet, I drop in some more colours on top. So I go in with a bit of raw sienna and a bit of burnt sienna just to brown up, and it sort of flows in together to make the branch look a bit more realistic. So we're just about done. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, I'd love you to click like and subscribe and the bell icon if you want to see my future videos. That'll remind you when they're on. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching and have an awesome day. Okie dokie. Bye.